Although most old buildings contain asbestos, in New Mole House this had never been deemed a risk to health. Damage to the building from the heavy rains has now required the current exposure to asbestos to be assessed for risk. The RGP has confirmed parts of New Mole House are currently closed off following water ingress during the recent storms. Work is ongoing and several personnel have been relocated to other areas of the building and also away from New Mole House, pending the outcome of technical assessments carried out last week. Conversations are being had. The police command team hosted the Minister for Justice Nigel Feetham and his staff, as well as visits from the GGCA Union and the Police Federation. Clerical staff working at New Mole House are GGCA Union members, with President Darren Serisola saying the union will also lend its support to members of the force who can't be unionised, as workers who carry out a crucial role. Among the solutions to be found, the GGCA does not rule out the need for relocation. Because of the clerical staff, GPC understands that Chief Secretary Glenda Martinez is also involved. The government has offered its full support to the Commission of Police to ensure there's no adverse impact on policing. It's committed itself to working with the RGP should alternative premises be needed for those affected. In February 2023, the government announced in Parliament that the police and the fire and rescue services would be moving here to the area of Rook. In December 2024, it dropped the plans for the police, saying instead it was considering refurbishing and extending New Mole House.
We have been working to deliver new stations for the Gibraltar Fire and Rescue Service, as well as for the RGP. It is envisaged that both will be at Rook. The designs for these have now been agreed and signed off. The final execution of the grant of the tender for Rook will enable these plans to go ahead in coming months. Madam Speaker, I ask therefore, why now the RGP are not indeed getting a new police station, which it appears was in the pipeline and had already been signed off on.
We've been informed that there were technical problems in locating the police station where it was originally identified in the Rook, and the Deputy Chief Minister would have more detailed information than I would have. But as a result of those limitations, the decision was taken to progress with the refurbishment and indeed extension of the existing police station at New Mole House.
Madam Speaker, the policy in relation to that area, as far as the government is concerned, is that we did not want a high building in that particular plot, in the part of the plot which is nearest to the city walls.
I can't see, when he says proximity to city walls, I mean, that area that was carved out is quite a distance to city walls compared to Midtown. So how can the government policy determine the Midtown plan is fine, but somehow a more remote area is not?
Midtown development was not given planning permission in our time. So this was a development that preceded our time in office. And we took the view in Cabinet that we did not want a high building right next to the King's Bastion, and that it was better to have an open space in that particular corner of the plot, which is the way that we would like to see things developing. So it's a policy decision. They may agree with the policy decision, they may not agree with it, but that is what it was.
This policy decision may well have to be revisited now.